Hello. How's it going, folks? It's Monday. I have to check. Again, I am not awake. I have not been sleeping much at all. So we're cooking with gas today. Hello, Kiyoko. I've been doing some planning and theme outlining finding for a new Dragon Age fanfic. Oh, it's a wild and ambitious ride. Interesting. Me either. I'm glad we're together in the solidarity of sleep deprivation. It's fine. Hello, Katie. Welcome. For the new Dragon Age fanfic? I feel like there's some info I don't have that I'm supposed to have based on the capitalization of the. My brain is made of soup and Swiss cheese, so you may need to explain it to me like I'm 5. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, no, today, your girl is existing through spite, a hope, a prayer, and maybe some coffee. Mm. It's the Odyssey slash Orpheus myth slash epic, the musical slash Claire Obscura Expedition 33 coded. That does sound like that does sound like a lot. I wish you all of the progress within that fanfiction, my friend, because that just sounds like a lot. Soup and Swiss cheese brain is so relatable. It is a time, okay? And I'm not gonna like hyper complain about it because I feel like I complain a lot lately. Um but the if the physio seems to have triggered other things, and the meat suit is rebelling, and the pain is paining, and it is making me feel very tired and very doesn't feel like doing shit. But the show must motherfucking go on. So like I've pivoted a bit. Um Sorry, I'm jumping over comments. Best way I can describe it. It's also not all the fandoms in one specific and fair. Uh, because not only is my brain liquid today, but is also draining out of me. Alas, the show must go on. Yeah, that's why your girl has decided to like pivot. Which for better or for worse is just happening because I feel like there is a certain level of like on I have to be to work on the audiobook. And I feel like you can hear the pain in my voice of just how much torment my meat suit is currently giving me. And I don't think that's gonna make a good audiobook experience. So I'm pivoting back to book 2 right now because at least hopefully theoretically I can push through book 2 a hell of a lot easier, I think, considering I'm also inexperienced in this whole audiobook thing anyway. I feel like I can push through parts of my issues with book 2, and I can still focus on the work on book 2, where I do not think I will be able to give a decent audiobook performance for book 1. So I'm going back to book 2 for now. I mean it needs to be done anyway. Obvious statements are obvious. Um and like it's fine. Like I'll work on the audiobook while book 2 is in the hands of beta readers, I think, and it'll be fine. Belasan is such a good. I'm just gonna put the comment on screen. I'm sorry. And yeah, the show must go on. We can do it despite our meat suits rebelling. We can. We can and we will, because what fucking choice do we have? I have pain pilled. I have this goofy little this is a bag of ricey beans that you throw in the microwave for a minute, and you stick where the pain is. It's kind of helping, but it's also not. I might go heat this up for like longer to see if it stays hotter longer. I don't actually know how to use this. My grandmother told me for once how to use this, and it is not, and she is not home for me to understand the proper use of this bag. So everything is fine. Everything is fine. Yes, the performance can be colored. The performance can be colored by the pain. Yes. I'm glad I'm not crazy and not letting my brain run away with me, because every time I have these really, really, like, I don't want to say they're bad, but like bad. Anytime like the chronic pain really gets me going, it is so easy for my brain to be like, we are failing this. Like the spiral she just tries. So I'm glad there's some validation that the audiobook is not a good idea right now. But woohoo! This fine. Yes. I usually cook mine for 3 minutes, but I don't have the exact one, so I don't want yours to blow up. I think I am pretty sure this one was made by my grandmother. Like I think this was a crafted item and not necessarily a legitimate item. Like, well, I guess all items are crafted items, but like, you know what I mean, right? I think this is a handmade item and not yeah. You don't need me repeating myself. Hi. The chronic pain spiral is so real. It sucks. It's stupid and I hate it, and I would just like to go have a nap. Like, that's why I started like a couple minutes late, or like a few seconds late. I actually, like, I had dozed off. And then I felt a notification on my phone. I was like, oh shit, I have to go live. I'm still doing this because I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. Oh, likely. My grandma also made those. She had 4 when she passed, and we got them, and they were unfortunately moldy. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is the one she uses the most often. Since she's not here, it was on her side table by her chair, and she said I could use it. So instead of trying to reach, like, to find the other one, I'm just like, I'm stealing this one. Grandma's not home until, like, I think Wednesday or Thursday. So turns out everyone's grandma is a crafty queen. Hey, I mean, to be fair, okay, that was the era of the crafty queen. My entire family had like their own shtick. Okay. My grandma is more into sewing. Her daughter is more into quilting. My mother was very much into embroidery. And I got crochet. So and both my great grandmothers were into crochet or knitting. So like we fibered pretty close to the sun in my family. I would like to learn how to do the fabric stuff, and grandma said she'll teach me at some point. But it's really hot up there right now because her sewing room is on the 3rd floor, or the 2nd floor. I know where the floors are. So in the fall, she might actually like do and teach me. So then I can possibly make my own clothes and theoretically have clothes that I want, that fit me in, and I can be my goth bitch when not pay like $300 for clothes. Oh, absolutely. Such an era thing. And also my grandma grew up poorer than dirt, so she made everything, and even when they had money. Yeah. Yeah, that feels like maybe an autumn activity. Very muchly. Very, very muchly. I am so I don't know if it's coming off on the mic, but I'm playing with the hell out of this right now. I am just like mooshing the beans all over this bag. So I am sorry if this is coming across on the mic. Because apparently I'm I'm very like touchy today and I want to touch the things. Like I even though it's fucking 37 degrees outside right now with like 100 and change, and the air conditioning's on, right? So I'm not hot, but I'm also like not cold. I have the soft light blanket of soft things make me feel nice. And I'm not cold enough to like justify this, but I am just like living in my need to touch things right now. So yeah, I'm playing with the fuck out of this bag and it's a problem. Anyway. Okay. I need coffee. Where's my coffee? My coffee's right here. It's not that far away. Anyway. Yeah, so what is the project for today? I'm working on book 2. I am working on a full draft chapter. I am working on a Darian and Elizabeth are arguing chapter. And I am trying to solve my character agency problem because I feel like I am still having a character agency problem with Elizabeth, even though I can't give her too much agency because the whole point of right now is her agency is questionable because of reasons. But I still want to have her at least have some agency while not having as much agency as she probably could have while being a main character. It's a pain in the ass. It's fine. Everything's fine. And I have to pull up a timer still. Da, 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 da. I forgot how to spell Judd's channel. There you go. I was literally typing hexed hour gas and wondering why it looked wrong. This is where we live right now. Spite mode. Activate. I am working on a chapter by chapter outline. Then I will be getting in character personality stuff. So even the outline, so I can outline even more books. That sounds like a lot of fun. I hope that is an enjoyment for you to possess. All the while trying not to have a breakdown over how I might have to pivot and don't want to. So I'm just going to ignore the pivot and my anxiety and push on. You don't have to pivot until you have to pivot. I'm just going to throw that out there. I know you got that super shiny card on the Lazy Game stream yesterday. Okay? And allow me to offer you a small out that not every tarot pull that we do that appears has to be taken seriously. I don't know if that helps, but I hope, mine made no sense, and I think that's what I think. I'm a little that I think since mine made no sense, I think it made me a little bitter. The art was fucking immaculate. I'm just saying. Okay, but what if, sweetie? Okay, I have an offer. I have an offer. I'll get to Kyoko's comments in a minute, but I am your favorite potato bat. I am the vampire who knocks. It is a new week. Okay? That was the end of last week. And if we want, I do have one of my own. But no, you're right. I actually think think my reading is more about everything is changing because I'm moving. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You are going through a change. You are going from one location to another, and that is a lot of stress. Okay. Um, I'm trying to use my MK Wellen character archetypes and put that into a story as well. I already have the maiden, and I need the typical hero. Funnily enough, the second saga will be war, so perfectly Troy Iliad references, and put all the philosophical stuff from the Odyssey and Greek theater. Yeah, you did say you were ambitious. Um, good luck. Oh my god, I have the same tarot deck. Yeah, this is the one that seems to come after me the longest. I do have another one. Which technically I've had the second one the longest, but this is the one that comes that commands me to pull from it quite frequently. This is my other one I've had since I was 12. It's such ridiculous art. But ugh, yeah. Wait, potato and bat. Well, yeah, because it came from there's someone said it somewhere. It's a reference from somewhere. The little potato believes in you. Well, I am both potato shaped and obsessed with vampires. So potato bat. Mullins is so pretty. Mullins, that art. Okay, I would 100% buy 2 of those decks. One to use, and then one to stick onto like a piece of drywall and turn into movable wallpaper because the art was fucking stunning. It was so fucking stunning. Okay. Let's see. Now, I will say this beautiful card pile has a tendency to read for filth. So, we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna I need to actually have the book out because we Germans we Germans refer to us as German words insert here. German potatoes. I will take filth. All right. I think this is like the first time I've done like first time in a while I've done polls for others. Because usually I used to do this occasionally on streams like at the beginning of the week. And I stopped because I was not enjoying how attacked I was getting. But this is for Katie. And I hope that it brings some form of clarity, or at least help. Okay. So, what I usually do with mine, and this came up, the 10 of Strength in reverse, which reverse isn't always bad. But in this deck, the D&D version has no reverse. So what I like to do, 10. What I like to do is I go for the book first, and then I'll go to Librantheos or Bibli, whatever the fuck, because 10 of Strength is technically 10 of Staves. Okay. So, in the book, for our 10 of Strength, says making sure to speak up, don't try to do it all, delegate responsibilities when you can, and express yourself. That is the book version of the thing. And in Librantheos, this card shows you that you have already completed the circle of struggle after spending. Oh, this is upright. Well, you know what? I'm going to read both because we're just going to read both. Spending too many resources and a lot of energy looking for success. You have finally overcome the obstacles. The sweat of your brow is worth it. Your efforts have finally been rewarded. We go to the reverse. It's always good to take both meanings. No way that's actually accurate. No, the way that it's actually accurate to what my cards have been telling me. When the Ten of Wands is reversed, it indicates that you're truly burdened by circumstance, which are not necessary in your life. Look around you to see what's bothering you that will not positively impact your life, even if you rectify it. Drop all of them and be a free being. This is really small text. You're going to have to forgive me. That can think soberly and do things accurately. Anything that does not add value to your life is not worth your time, so let it go. I mean, if it's echoing your other cards, that's kind of funny. But yeah, you've been assisted by the potato. Not the cards being like, stop worrying about stuff that is out of your control and just do what you love. Yeah, honestly, great message. Okay, that did make me feel better. I am glad. I'm glad I could help. I'm gonna put these away. What even is that emoji? Because all I'm seeing is boxes and lines. And you're welcome. See, I already did mine yesterday. I got the Queen of Cups, and she's not wrong. Whew. All right, that was fun. Take a sip of my coffee, because that was charged. Whew. Oh, it's like a cutesy smiley with tears brimming in its eyes. Aww. You gonna see it on YouTube? I want to see if I can see it on YouTube. Because I like the cute ones. And it always makes me sad that freaking StreamYard does not show them all. Wee! Oh yeah, I like those ones. Those ones are cute. Those ones are very cute. Alright, so how do we feel about trying to get some work done? Because, yeah, apparently it's a thing we gotta do. And we don't have to. Nobody is holding a gun to our head and saying we have to work today. Just, you know, it's a productivity sprint, so. It's super rude of StreamYard. This is one of my favorite emojis. It is, and it's like, and it's so many good ones that are just kind of like the, I think it's the, what is it, the hug one? The hug one doesn't even show up on YouTube. The one we usually use in Discord, which is one of my favorite emojis, because I want to give all my friends fucking hugs, especially when they're having trouble. So, yeah, let's do this. We can do it. Let me put the super soaker away. Dude, I haven't like I had a super soaker when I was a kid. I mean, I think a lot of 90s kids had super soakers. Okay, let's do the thing. I pulled up the hexed hourglass. Oh, the huge one is so good. I'm gonna like keep my stream open just so I can see the emojis that Discord or that StreamYard does not want me to see. It's quite funny. Yeah, the hug is a good one. See, the hug is a good one. Why is there no hug on StreamYard? Is StreamYard anti-hug? Is YouTube anti-hug? Is there anti-hugs in the chat? I mean, I'm just gonna go like manic over the fact that I can't have my hug emoji. Pardon me. Whew. Okay, so I have pulled out the timers. I have been using the fuck out of the vampire, the bat, the Moonrise vampire timer. It is one of my favorites. And so now share the screen, and then I'm gonna do the timer, and then we do what the fuck is happening? Oh, it's because of this. Okay, hold on. hold on, I'm in the wrong thing. Remove this. It's AI being mad that it doesn't have arms to hug. Right. Let's make myself small. All right. Turn the banner. And then I'll add this to stage. And then I remember this button. I've got that. We're doing the do. All right. So 45, 45 minutes up on the clock. Happy productivity, happy outlining, happy vibing, happy snacking, whatever the hell it is you feel like doing, just do the thing. And we'll be back in 45 minutes. So yeah. Ta-da, ta-da. That was the end of sprint number 2. I was still muted. How did we do? Asa muted me. You see this? You see this little gremlin? I swear I pushed the unmute button. I got 500 and something words, 561 words, or 26 words. I just looked. I'm not looking again because I looked down and she'll mute my shit. So we also had the Sparkling join us. Hello, yay, happy you're live. Definitely need this to focus on the beta read. Although, how did you open OBS? Azurite. Remind me later. Close OBS. You're going to break everything, child. Right now, I see a bit of a tip with my printer, but the printer was fixed. Yay. Kyoko got 130 words, and it is too hot. I'm sorry. And Kitty. Well, it's hot and my head hurts. Oh no, drink water, cold things and stuff. Yeah, no, that could have been OBS. Give it a minute. Let's see what kind of line I can do. Elizabeth, take a breath. Darian placed a hand on her shoulder. This is not on your shoulders, not really, he said softly. We who hold the will of gods and cruel masters walk a line between guilt and responsibility. Elizabeth echoed what Alexandra had told her, if that even was Alexandra. It was a dream, but in a way, it made a strange kind of sense. So, yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking and doing the shit. So, and now I have like cat hair in my face because she was just all over the place. She was being super cute, demanding cuddles, demanding food. I had to show her food to let her know that her bowl was indeed full so she could go and eat the food. And then she proceeded to come back for cuddles. So yeah, that is how things are going. I hope y'all did some things. Yeah. Currently, I'm still currently fiddling around with the program called The Program. I've never said program like that before. Freezing and buffering. Hold on, let me go take a look on my side. I might need to refresh it, maybe. Go back a couple of seconds. Not too far. Because it looks fine. Did already. Damn it, internet. You are mean and I don't like you. Yeah. Anywho, what was I saying? I was saying something. I am playing with new program because I'm easily influenced. It's an interesting program, I think. So I'm still kind of like getting the feel of it a little bit, but it's not bad. I don't think. So I think I'm gonna lighten. I have it colored. Like I have the POVs color coded. Would it let me edit it? I'd like to edit it. No. Yes. though I actually cannot see it on the screen. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. Sorry, I'm like, I need to fix this coloring thing that's happening right now. Because like I have all the POVs color coded because it lets me do it in this one. And it's neat. And I think it's swell. You need to just calm down. As he is having her opinions. We can take that for what we will. But yeah. I hope the things are going well for everybody. What do we say to another sprint? Unless anybody else has got any other updates or shenanigans, you know. And the cat has returned. This bean. She's desperate for attention. But anyhow. Hey, I didn't actually start the timer, and it's already going. Did you start the timer, Miss Ezra? I probably think she did it. That's what I think. Alrighty. Well, oop. The sprint got paused for me. My headphones keep doing this to me. I started off some character stuff. Oh, so wait, so your headphones paused the stream? Oh no. That is awful. I started some character stuff, and it's nice to retype a lot of what I already knew to solidify it. I honestly, because I used to be a copy and paste girly, and then like line things up and edit. But since I went from the Windows universe to the Fruit universe, I had to I probably didn't have to, but I decided to retype the book 2 as I'm editing it, and it's just like doing the and like I did that before for at least one draft, maybe 2 of Incarnate's Rise, but I just had them on the same monitor. I feel like actually like doing it on 2 different systems, do 2 different things. What I'm saying is I'm realizing I like retyping everything out. Yeah, I'm realizing I like retyping everything out. It's neat. I mean, now granted, right now the chapter I'm currently working on is a full draft chapter, so I'm not actually typing up anything. But yeah. Yeah, anytime they connect to my phone and I open Instagram, it plays stuff and pauses YouTube on my laptop. It's so annoying. That sounds like a royal pain in the ass. Retyping is such a great strategy, especially for early drafts when everything is fluid and still being worked on. Yeah, like I find there are times where I'll catch sentences that I probably wouldn't have if I wasn't just typing them out. And then it's like, so I can like rework things in real time instead of, skipping and just working on the parts where the comments live. Right? I think that makes sense. It's neat. Yes, it does take a lot of extra time. Book 2 is not going to have a 2026 release, obviously. There's just so much work to do, and I'm kind of taking my time with it. So, yeah. Now I hope it's not going to have a freaking Incarnate's Rise release, because that took me 5 fucking years. But we're trucking along, and I enjoy the retype. It's kind of like another thing I like to do while editing is to hear the book being read. I can't remember what program. Oh, I think I do know a program. I think it's called Natural Reader. I plugged Incarnate's Rise. I think it was like the final draft before I sent it for like copy editing and stuff like that. I threw it into Natural Reader and edited it that way. Somehow there was still mistakes, still got slipped through the cracks, but we're here. Because I've noticed it while I've been working on the first few chapters of the audiobook. Um, there are some things that I didn't notice, like little stupid things like coulds and woulds, that are still currently in the most recent file. I'm just like, yeah, we're just gonna ignore that because yay. Taking your time is sometimes very necessary. It really is. And like I think I've talked about it at length now, where I'm just kind of like I'm working on it when I can do the mostness. And then if I can't, then I can't, and I have to be okay with it. And so far, I have not reached the I am not okay with it era again yet. So we're just cooking. It's fine. Oh my God, yes, I'm such a reading aloud disciple. It helps hear what's actually written instead of what I think it should be, right? Because like especially while you're reading, I think I was talking to Dio about this. But your brain does so much of the heavy lifting when reading that like it has an idea of what the thanks Asa. She just butt closed the comment on me. Whereas like your brain is doing so much of the heavy lifting, it knows what the sentence should be, so it thanks Asa for pulling the comment back up. Oh, my stream assistant is being very assisty today. And so sometimes your eyes don't catch it because your brain's like, yeah, no, that's fine, and moves on. Right? So hearing it kind of it doesn't let your brain like fall for its own bullshit. You know what I mean? I think it's neat. I think it's neat. Yeah, no, I read that one. He thanks assistant as he exactly, right. Oy. I think she has finally decided to go upstairs and watch the Burbs. So yay. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of why is my back the devil? Whew. More coffee, please. Anywho, I think we should do a thing. I don't know. Okay. That moment where you feel your phone go off and you have 4 messages. And I'm just like, I wanted to run and respond to these messages because I've been reading Hero of Ages still. I know. I've only been reading it like while I go out when I leave the house on adventures. But I've been reading it. And your girl has thoughts. So my immediate bitch fest kept going to a friend of mine. And so anytime I bitch, right, I send essays to my friend, right? Which I've actually apologized for sending essays. And she is just like, you can send me all the essays you want. I'm here for this. But like she's super busy, right? So I will send her texts and she will get them 3 days later. And so then I will get essays in return of her responding to my comments. And I am only on chapter 18. And yeah. Yes, the essays. A friend of mine plays Carol Obscura Expedition 33, and I currently told her, send me your reactions. Yeah, no, my friend of mine, my friend basically said the same shit. And so I did, and I'm listening to the audiobook, so when something comes up that immediately pisses me off, or I'm confused by, or I'm frustrated by, or whatever, right? I was crossing the street and I paused the audiobook so I could send her a voice message. That was half of it was just me going, ah, because so this is my journey with Mistborn. Okay. I'm trying to keep this quick. This is my journey with Mistborn. The first book, I felt dumb a lot of the time, and I felt like that was my fault, so I skimmed a lot of it, so therefore I didn't understand a lot of it. by book 2, since I was listening to it while I was reading it, I comprehended a lot more. I was actually really enjoying it. And like the characters were pissing me off, but it was because of my investment in them that it was it was my investment in the characters that were pissing me off, and I just really wanted to just grab them and like make them stop being stupid. But I was enjoying the journey. Okay, it was a time. Your journey with Miss Morn. Yeah. Hero of Ages. Hero of Ages. I was not even like 5 chapters in. I think it was chapter 3. Okay? Only on chapter 3. And I was starting to get pissed off. And I was starting to get pissed off because of the writing choices. Of the choices that the author had made for these characters. I am now on chapter 18. I feel like I am I'm not, I was going to say I feel like I'm hate reading, but I'm not hate reading it. I don't, because hate is a very strong word for me, and I do not want to, and I do not like using that word indiscriminately. I think I will use spite read. I think I would call it spite reading more, because I don't. I'm trying to be careful of how much I'm saying, because I do not want to like. I'm not trying to not trying to badmouth the work. I am just trying to convey the displeasure of which I am writing or reading. Sorry. As someone who has read Mistborn, I completely understand. Oh, where are you currently? I am. Let me look at my phone. Enjoying. Yeah, I am on chapter 18, but 4 minutes in. I just, to say this is the most spoiler free. I just got past the part with the house fire. No, sorry. I just got past a very important character falling off his horse. That's actually where I actually stopped. Is after the house fire. A very important character fell off his horse, and I thought it was a thing that happened. I am having an issue with character choice. I am having an issue with character power. I am having an issue with setting up a character to be super, super powerful for like 2 books, only to have another character in book 3 be super duper fucking powerful for no fucking reason aside from it had to happen. Like, and I know that there might be some hyperbole. I might be kind of like either oversimplifying it or being overly critical, but there is one particular character who I absolutely loved for the first 2 books, right? Big fan, had my heart, okay? And now that character is acting like somebody else, and I have given I've given them a very particular nickname when I talk about him to my friend. Spoilers are fun. Like I said, I am not shitting on the work. I am just trying to convey my displeasure on what I am reading, but I do want to finish it because there are some things about the book that's making me think about my own shit, especially with the deification of characters and hard character choices. So yeah, your girl is spite reading Mistborn. That's the long and short of it. Your girl is spite reading Mistborn or Hero of Ages. So, yeah. It's fine. 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 Yeah, deification. Like, honestly, there's like, I don't necessarily have a problem with the deification. Because I feel like it makes sense. I do have like some, like, certain characters taking part in the deification kind of makes my brain explode. Because like they were in the room when it happened, right? But like full of I don't have a problem either. I think it's interesting to see. Like full disclosure, minor pick your poison. It's either a minor spoiler or a major spoiler. For Incarnate's Rise, or not Incarnate's Rise, the Godsborn series as a whole. The character Alexandra, who is not even a part of book 1 and is kind of mentioned and is mentioned in book 2, right? There is a subsection of the people who exist in my world who have deified her just because she made a god bleed or made a god king bleed. She failed fucking miserably. That is the backstory of Incarnate's Rise. She failed miserably. That part's not the spoiler, right? But she proved he could theoretically, so maybe someday somebody could take him down. Even though she failed fucking miserably and everybody else is a fucking coward, she did at least do something. So people either deify her or vilify her. Those are the two camps she is in right now. There is no neutrality with Alexandra whatsoever, right? So it's fine. And so I'm like, since I made the joke, right, saying that it looks like the Godsborn series is becoming Mistborn but with vampires, I'm like, I need to see if that's true. Like, is this a very twisted comp title? And me and my friend were talking about it. It is not an actual 1-for-1 comparative. But there are some vibes in the room where it happened. Yeah, it gives Lord Ruler vibes. Someone can do it. Nobody has yet, right? And that's a thing. Like Incarnate's Rise is very much like we are running from the bad guy. We are learning that this world exists. Book 2 is we are hiding for our lives. We are realizing we have no power, but we need to get all the power. And I guess I have no choice in this shit. I might as well try. And then book 3 is very much, okay, fine. If you think I can do this, then I'm going to do this. But I need to learn from my predecessor's mistakes. That's kind of like the trajectory of the first 3 books in the series, more or less. This is what I'm hoping for. I say this, and there's like this part of me that like fears that won't land. I'm like, fuck. Writing is hard, y'all. Love the vibes. Thank you. Coffee heart. It doesn't actually work. I mean, yeah, no, I tried. Anyway, that was a tangent of all tangents. And I think next I might read either Empire of the Vampire or Death Defying. I'm going to probably read a vampire book next. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through Hero of Ages, especially if I'm spite reading. What do you say we get into another sprint? We like sprints. Sprints are great. I have the timer set. Error 404, crystal not found. Please restart your crystal.exe. Because I'm just like, I just suddenly just stared off into the void going, wait, what was I doing? Right. Show on stage. Sprint number 2. Okie dokie. So, we'll be back after these messages. And when these messages, I'm just referring to the bats. The bats are the message. They're saying happy sprinting, happy productivity, happy doing it as whatever we'll do, what you're doing. We'll see you guys soon. that was the end of sprint number 2. How did we do? Let's see how much we wrote. Let's show me. I feel like I wrote a fair amount. It felt like that sprint was going very long. And I feel like it's a good thing. Nope. Maybe if I actually like start the sprints, like if I do the sprints in here. Let's see. So I can do math. 1390. Hi, Sparkling. Minus 526. I got 870 words. That's not bad. We're doing good. I think it helps that I am. Sorry, I saw a spelling mistake. I'm like, I gotta fix this. We also had Froggy join us. Popping in for a bit to do some editing. Finally managed to attend one of Crystal's streams. Yeah. Sparkling came back. Yeah, I feel like this chapter is chaptering. I'm getting close to the end of it, which will be great. Because rough draft chapters are full draft chapters sometimes are a pain in the ass, but it's fine. Sparkling says, I've been compiling research material from Readsy. Awesome. I've heard that Readsy is a pretty good resource for wanting to get into the word space. Writing and editing and all that nonsense. I haven't really spent too much times on Readsy myself, so I can't speak to it personally, but I've heard many, many things. Froggy says, I've edited 500 words. Yay! I'm happy with that. Good start. That is awesome. Progress is progressing. Woohoo! Do I have an interesting line? I feel like this chapter is like I'm kind of not sure of. Do 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 do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have a line. Fergie says, yeah, I have been meaning to check Reedsy out too. One day I'll get around to it. Yeah, it's one of those things that's like kind of on my list. But there are so many things on my list that the list continues to list. You know? I mean, I was proud of myself to get to check out that app but the website that's kind of like Goodreads, but it's not Goodreads. And I've already forgot the name of it. But that's where I put my TBR, and I forgot what it's called. I don't think it's Storygraph. It's all pastel colors on the website. I don't think it's Storygraph. Does it start with a P? It might start with a P. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to see if I have it bookmarked. Because maybe if I have it bookmarked. Nope. That's Bookish Compendium. My character sheet. It's my presentation. I don't have it bookmarked. I was hoping to have it bookmarked. It's not bookmarked. Now I'm annoyed. I'm like, I don't remember. I mean, I could look through my passwords and like, oh my, it's gonna bug me. It's gonna fucking bug me. I don't like it. I don't like that I don't remember. And I have so much nonsense everywhere. Hold on. I have to find it now. I have to. I think it starts with a P. Page bound. I think it's page bound. Is it page bound? Yeah, it's page bound. That's what it was. I was proud of myself that I got into page bound because everybody was talking about page bound. So I do have a page bound. Yeah. Anywho, I got there in the end. I haven't really necessarily. I'm like I like having my TBR list with all the covers and stuff. That I think that's why I joined it because I have everything on my library in my little library. I think I actually have to add books to it too. So I don't think I've added Death Defying onto it yet. Yeah, what's this button do? I have no idea. And sorry, I am. Can you tell I'm starting to slip because I'm starting to slip and I'm starting to get eepy sleepy. Haven't heard about page bound, but I like my graphs too much on Storygraph to change. I've actually never heard of Storygraph, so yeah. The other thing I like up until recently, I think I heard about page bound like a month or two ago. But up until recently, I only knew about Goodreads, and I barely used Goodreads to begin with. So yeah. I think I'm crashing. I think I'm crashing. Uh, maybe I mean, we have half an hour left until I'm usually done. So I think maybe we'll do another sprint. At least try to tidy up this chapter, like finish up this chapter. All I feel like wanting to do right now is curl up and have a snooze. So I don't know. What do we want? One more sprint, or do we want to pull the plug? Because I feel like I could go either or. Mm. Mm. More coffee. Sparkling votes, pull the plug. They're still in company. Let's do a half hour. But naps are important. I mean, to be honest, I doubt I'm gonna nap unless I doze off on my desk. I'm probably just gonna like put something on the TV and like chill. Um, but let's just do like a half hour. I think. I think we'll do a half hour. That'll put us right at 3, or like a minute over. So let's do that. I'll make myself small again so I can finish this chapter because I have done so many. Yeah, it's a little cooldown sprint. Like I have done so many chapters lately where I keep like so many streams lately where I stop chapters in the middle, and that keeps kicking me in the ass because I'll come back like a day or two later and forget the vibe that was vibing. So yeah, let's finish this chapter, half hour sprint, and then TV. Sounds like a plan. Glad we are all in agreement. Your girl is going to do that. And then I'm going to start the thing. So happy doing it is whatever it is we're doing. And we'll see you in a smidgy bit. Okie doke, okie doke. Hi, guys. Oh, sorry about that. I had to go handle something real quick. At least here, for ready for 3 sprints at least. Yeah, sweetie, you showed up at the end of the stream. Kidding. Today's a playing day. Haven't finished a scene in 14 days due to being on holiday. And did not go as planned. But we move. So now I gotta lock in for the next 3 weeks to finish my book. You got this. I believe in you. Yeah, that was our last sprint. Whoops! I jump scared the sparkling. But I will be back on Saturday for more of this. Same bat time, same bat channel, 12 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully, I will be in better shape to do all of the work. Because I also have to lock in and get shit done. Not because I have like an outline or a deadline or whatever. That's not what it is. But just because, I want to get shit done. So, but for now, your girl is going to bolt and watch some stuff. Okay, thanks for the stream. At least you showed up. I appreciate it in my heart. Oh, I ended up with 1,600 words for the day. I didn't finish the chapter only because I remembered that the chapter that I'm currently working on, its first half was a full draft chapter, and then I'm actually tacking on another chapter, the actual chapter that was supposed to be to it, to kind of like sew them together. But there's still a lot of work. I'm not doing it today, so yeah. Take care of yourself and drink the water. I got the water. It's cranberry, raspberry flavored water in my spooky water thingy. So we're cooking. We're doing things. Everything's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Until next time, I appreciate it. It's Monday. Today's Saturday. No, wait, today's Monday? Yeah, I'll see everybody on Saturday. I appreciate everything going on. You will see you guys in the next video, stream, reel, wherever the hell it is you find me next, which I really need to get on to posting reels. I keep wanting to, and then I don't have the ambition. So, anyway, bye.